Let's talk about sharing a Google file, a folder, a Google Doc, a Google Sheet, Google Slides, and we'll even look at forms, how those act a little bit different. If you have the share box already open and you want to share with someone, there is a box where you can type in their email address, or if they are a Fayette County person, you can just start typing their name, and when their name appears, click. Be sure to check your settings on the right. If I send this to Josh right now, and I have a place at the bottom down here where I can write him a message to tell what I'm sharing, but if I send this, whatever I'm sharing to him right now, he has the rights to edit things. That means that I want him to change my files or give him the rights to edit and change my files, a folder or a things in a folder or a document. If I just want him to look at it and make his own copy, then sometimes it's safer to send someone a copy that says view only and change that to view only. If you're sending to a lot of people, I'm going to take off this check mark where it says notify and make sure I don't send him an email by accident. If you want to share with a lot of people, sometimes the faster way of doing that, instead of typing in a lot of names, would send them, usually by email, or it could be posted on a website, a shareable link. I'm going to click on that. And right now, if I wanted it to go to anyone in Fayette County Public Schools and they can view something, I can click copy link, and then I could paste it where I needed to paste that link. If I do that, the person, when they get to the document, if they're not already in like their Google Drive logged in with Fayette County, they're going to be asked to log in with their Fayette County email address. And that won't work for everybody because you may be sharing something with parents that you want them to view or to read. So if that's the case, you need to click the drop down arrow. And again, where it still says only Fayette County, so I'm going to click more. And if I want to send it out so parents can read it, or if I want to post it on a website where everybody can read it, I'm probably going to click so that anyone with the link has access. Down at the bottom again, there is a place that says view only. So this means they can look at my document, and if they want their own, the other person can make their own copy of it, but they're not going to be changing my document. If it's the case where I want everybody that has the link to be able to edit what I'm sending them, then I can change that to edit. But usually when we send this out, it's often on view only, and then I'm going to click save to save these settings. And again, I can copy link, but now the link I'm copying, anyone with the link can view. It's not two different links. It's the same link, and the settings change. So don't think you can send one person a link that can view and somebody else a link that they can edit. If you have viewing, you may want to use the link, and if you have editing, you may want to put the people in there. If you've shared and you don't remember who you've shared with, so if this box was closed, yes, I want to skip sending invitations. I'm going to open the box again. And I'm doing this in my Google Drive by right-clicking and clicking Share. It's one way to open up a share box. You can share in your Google Drive a folder or any of your documents. So now it says right down here, I have it shared with Josh, but if I'd shared with a lot of people and there were too many names to put down here, I couldn't see that. On the right, I can click Advanced, and I can see all the people this is shared with. I can change what I want them to be able to do, whether I want them to view or edit, or I can just take their rights away by clicking on the X. Josh no longer has rights to this. Still says anyone with a link can view, but I haven't sent the link out to anybody, and I can hit Save Changes, and then I'm going to need to hit Done. Going to talk about how to find that share box, and form is a little bit different. So we're going to look at, I can do this with a folder, a Google Doc, sheet, or slides. I'm going to right click and click Share, and there's where that box is. Again, I can put in somebody's name, or I can click shareable link. I can click advanced and see who this is shared with. Another way to find the same box is with the document open. So if I'm in a Google Doc, on the top right-hand side, there's a blue share button. If I click on it, opens the same box. Same thing with Google Sheets, only the top right-hand box that says share, and it's a green box. And the same thing with Google Slides, top right-hand side, it's a share box, only now it's yellow, orange, goldenrod. A form is a little bit different. So here's a form that I have finished. If I want to send it to others to fill out, I want to make sure I hit send. And if I'm going to grab a link and send them a link or post a link, I'm going to click the middle button for link, and I'm going to copy this. And this is what I'd post and send somebody. Do not send them the address at the top, or else they're going to think that they can edit the document. And that when they try to open it up, it'll say your rights are denied and you need to ask for permission to edit. And then you'll get messages that they want to edit your form. And you don't want usually people to edit your form. You want them to fill it out. So remember to click on the send button. If you do want someone else to help you develop the form, then that's adding a collaborator, and that's under the three dots on the top right. And I can click add collaborator. Opens up a share box for forms. It's a little bit different than the other box. Down here at the bottom, though, is the place where I can invite someone. Again, start typing their name. When I see their email, then click on it, and I can invite them to edit that file directly. And that's the only option here. They're not going to view it. They're going to view it. You can just send it to them and use that link. Take off notify, make sure I don't send that to her. Honestly, I'm probably just going to click cancel, so I don't do that right now, and say done. If I have a coworker who wants a copy of my wonderful form because I've created it and it has all the questions in it, and my coworker wants to use it with their class, but I certainly don't want their data mixed in with mine, then the first thing you'd want to do before you make them a collaborator or give them rights to your form is make a copy. Yes, and I just leave it called copy of for right now. It's going to make a whole new copy of this form, and it's called copy of. You can see that in the tab at the top if that's showing up, or over here on the left where it has the file name. The form itself is still called the same thing, but the file name is called copy of. Then if I click on the three dots and make someone a collaborator, then they can open up this form, make their own copy, and then make any changes. I would recommend that someone receiving this, someone has shared with me, make their own copy first, so that once I got this copy of sending form, I would first click make a copy and have a copy of a copy, because the person sending it may have sent it out to 10 different people, and I don't want my data mixed in with any of them. Going back to Google Drive, I want to mention that sharing in a shared drive, formerly called Team Drive, is a little bit different. One of the things is you cannot share a folder. So if you have a folder inside of a drive and right click, sharing is grayed out. So it's not even an option if it's in a shared drive. If you have a document or a file, I can right click, and share does work, but it looks different. The box looks a little bit different. I can put someone's name here at the top, again, their email address. Again, I can type someone's name and add their name. If they're a Fayette County person, it's going to find them. I can change whether they can edit, comment, or view. I can send them a message or skip sending them a notification. If I want to do a link, I'm going to come down to the bottom and click who has access. That's where I can see who has access. Their link sharing is off. I can click turn on link sharing. Wait a second. There we come. That took a while. So link sharing is on. I can click copy. And notice if you want somebody who's not part of Fayette County to view it, you're going to add a check mark down here. And then I could click done. I click copy and copy that link if I wanted to and click done. You can tell something's shared because there's little people out here beside it. And that's how we share.